explain every word. There's this young girl who comes down the street in high heels, and behind her she drags this suitcase on wheels, which trumples down the pavement behind her. And I'm often struck by the fact that I don't know where she's going, but her footsteps and her bag mark the day. Almost like the beginning of the day begins with her passing by my window. Now my street in Hackney is like most streets. They're alive with different sounds and different rhythms. For instance, the Post, or indeed free newspapers when they're delivered. The guy who delivers them, he thrusts them through the letterbox with such force that the letterbox slams very loudly. He does this in every house along our street. So he essentially creates this staggered rhythm of clanging up and down the street as it goes along. Equally too, around midday most Tuesdays and Thursdays, people come out of their houses to dispense rubbish in their bins, and then later the recycling men are due to come, so they climb go back into their houses, grab all their recycling, chuck it in their green boxes, and then wait for it to be picked up. The recycling men come, and they pick up the boxes, toss the lot into the back of a truck, but then that they don't want to use for the recycling they then throw onto the street and onto the pavement, presumably because the bins are full or empty or empty. And then, so too, the streets are also places for people to work. They're places like in my street, in Hackney, there are a couple of mechanics that have their places around the corner. And they use the street in order to do their maintenance on the cars. So they're paying for repping the engines or cleaning the tyres or what have you. But every so often, the local authorities pay them a visit. They obviously think they're up to no good. And in order to avoid talking to the authorities, these mechanics often sit in their cars, which they're repairing, and just rev the cars louder and louder and louder until the police officers get the message and go away. Now, one might think that the streets and the sounds of the activities of the streets are rather mundane and uninteresting, and they're monotonous, dull, the grind of the day. I disagree with this. I think that these sounds create came to pick up their stuff, but they clearly had far too much. The truck driver had a row with them, and so he could only take a small amount away. And that which remained was left out on the street, and one of the homeowners stayed with it. But as the truck disappeared, suddenly there was this flash of lightning, and that was thunder, and it started to pour down the rain. Now this guy, stuff is all over the street, scattering around, trying to find things to cover up his boxes. But to no avail. There's just too much stuff, but no cover. So he goes there, and then suddenly a man from one of the other houses runs out, and in his hand he has an umbrella, which he then gives to this stranger to protect his belongings. Now take, for instance, another occasion, this time on a much brighter and sunnier day, when I was working at home, and there was a machinist working in the street, using some power tool or something. And so too, there was a vocalist. And you would think these two would have some sort of problem. But no, they seem to be almost working together, having a duet. And between the machinist's voice, he would take a break, and then the vocalist would sing. And he would go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, almost respectful of one another's strength. And whilst I appreciate that I'm in this position where I can collect and retrieve, record these memories, sounds in my mind, and then play them back all together whenever I wish.